All right, so we've got the Subaru here in the shop today. I have been planning to do some work on the engine here. First thing I want to do was clean the injectors up. Car's only got 150,000 miles on it. It's a 2002, but the engine has just it's lost its oomph, So injectors are one of the things that I suspect are kind of acting up. So we'll be cleaning those. Alternator's been giving me some trouble. I've got some flickering lights going on in the car, so that's going to be rebuilt. Or I've got a kit for it. I'm going to rebuild it. And the power steering pump, when it's cold, there's an O-ring in this top housing right here that shrinks and it allows air in. And so the power steering pump will whine when it's cold out. But when the engine heats up and that O-ring expands, the air doesn't get in anymore and the whine goes away. So I've got a whole rebuild kit for that, all new seals, gaskets. So we'll show that in another video. But for this video, I wanted to show how to clean injectors, just kind of in general. So this is a little trick that I learned from one of my coworkers who over decades and decades of working on his own cars, he just kind of figured out this process for cleaning injectors, and it's brilliant. So where we're at right now, so this is a 6-cylinder. We've got the 3 injectors from this side out, 3 injectors from this side, and I've already done 3 of them just to prove out the process and how it's done. So these are the 3 that we pulled, and they were just super dirty. Seals and O-rings were, they're not bad. They're really nice. They got a lot of squish to them. They're not cracked. They're not dry. That one's a little stiff. But all these look really good. Regardless, doesn't matter. I've got all new seals, all new gaskets that we're going to put in. So, so these are the other 3 they're going to be doing. And yeah, so how we do this is we've got a ultrasonic cleaner. This is my coworkers that he gave me. Well, not gave me, lent me. And then we have a injector tester. So basically what this does is you hook up your 2 leads to the 2 leads of the injector, and there's different modes, different pulses that you can do, but if you press the pulse, it will, send a pulse of electricity, and it'll, the injector will actuate. There's 4 modes. On mode 4, it's continuous, so it'll just be, opening and closing all the time. So that you want to have that when you're cleaning injectors, because you're cleaning out the valve on the inside, or whatever the mechanism in that's injecting the fuel. And then there's little ports in there. You definitely cannot see them because they're so tiny, but you got these 2 big ports. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 ports on the side, and then there's 2 really small injectors on the inside that spray into this cavity. Okay, so that's where that is the key area that gets cleaned. So basically, like, dirt and sludge will kind of build up over time in there, and your spray will get compromised. It's not an even spray. It's kind of a skewed, or it's just not uniform. So cleaning injectors is a really good way to tune your engine up. Yeah, so the whole thing is you hook up your tester, you get the injector actuating, and then you dunk it, or you hold it down in a sonic cleaner. Generally do it for about 5-6 minutes per injector, and it's amazing the amount of junk that comes out of the tip when you first start. And then what I do is I will pull it up out of the solution to let kind of air come in, and then I'll drop it back down, and you'll see another big cloud of junk come out. And then, let it go for a minute, pull it out, let it go a little bit, go back down, and just kind of keep doing that until either the thing goes off or until it's clean. So I'll get the setup here and we'll show how this works. Okay, so we've got our injector hooked up to the tester. We've got it set on mode 4, which is the continuous actuation. And if you listen closely here, I'll press the pulse and you'll hear the injector actuating. Okay, so now we're gonna get the injector going. We'll get the bath going, and hopefully we pick up what this looks like being cleaned. All right. Alright, so there's a little bit of bubbling going on from the injector. Yeah, there we go. All right, so there we go. Last 3 injectors are cleaned, and let's take a look here. Give them a little dip here in some distilled water. Make sure it's distilled water from the store or wherever. So you don't want any buildups of calcium or lime, whatever. Okay. Wow, look at that. Original injectors, 150,000 miles, and they look brand new. That is awesome. Okay. So, these were taken out from the driver's side. So this is going to be 1, 2, and 3. Awesome. There they are. 6 injectors, completely cleaned, looking brand new. Ready to go back in. So one thing we're going to do real quick, we're going to move the ultrasonic cleaner out of the way. We're going to take each one of these individually and run them real quick in the distilled water to clean out any kind of loose gunk or whatever may be left in the injector, and we'll show that here in a minute. All right, let's see what happens here. Pick it up just like that. Yeah, really nothing. Gotta shake anything out if we can. Nothing. Yep. Well, a little uneventful, but that's one way of ensuring that any loose sediment or anything is at least cleaned out of the valve body, the injector mechanism, you know, whatever is actuating, just that will make sure that whatever is in there is cleaned out. So, yeah, hopefully that helps and showing how to clean injectors, and take it easy.